Hello, it's me, Friend from local community. You can call me Friend SG. And I'm going to tell you the things that happened to me this last month. I don't know, it's been 2 months, 3 months. I hope this can help me to express more my anger or the way I feel. Maybe it's not a video to help you to, I don't know, but I hope you understand. So everything started with this bed, and now I'm sleeping here on the floor. Not on the floor, but in a short bed. I was thinking that maybe we could use this as a board, to show the things I want to show. And I don't speak English well, so please forgive me if I'm saying something wrong. So everything. So I'm teaching also languages, so maybe we can use also this. I'm going to try. And everything started 2 months ago when I went in our coffee plantation with my family, and there where we were I told you in these videos that I was going there to make many stories, to learn languages. I promised you in my other channel that is in Spanish, that I would teach everyone how to speak Korean in an easy way and make many stories, But when I went there, I already was trying also to translate the vocabularies in Russian, which is another language that I want to learn. So the problem was that maybe you can hear the music. It's because it's the celebration days in my town, and my birthday is in 2 days, so in 2 days I will be 25 years. Yes, 25 years. But it doesn't matter. I'm just telling you this because I have some videos in what is happening in my town, And I was planning to do this, to start to teach you Korean after I came again in my house. But I ended up making stories in Russian, and it was not in my plans to learn Russian now, because I told you I learned a little bit of Japanese, and now I'm going to start with Korean and then with Russian. But I ended up making these stories, and now I have been for 2 months. I think I'm going to show you my calendar. I don't know how to say this. I was learning Russian, the stories, because I maybe 10 years ago when I was in high school, I started to listen music in Russian, and there's some songs that makes me really like to speak Russian, repeat those words or sing them. I can't stop. So suddenly I was making the stories in Korean and in Russian, but I thought I really love this language now. I should try it. I have that desire now to learn Russian, because I stopped to learn Chinese and Russian and Korean, and I started choosing Japanese. But suddenly I wanted to learn Russian. So I made these stories in Russian, in my language, in some words in my language, my Mayan language, mom. And it was so easy for me to relate words in Spanish, in English, in Japanese, to make stories in Russian. That's why I'm not going to teach you these stories, because I made them for me. But the stories in Korean, I'm trying to make them for people in Spanish. So because I spent a lot of time studying, I was one day, one afternoon, stretching myself, and because I also jump the rope and make other types of exercise, or I dance sometimes. So I was I'm so exhausted now, and I'm going to stretch myself, and I did this with my hands, but laying on my bed. So I heard a noise, and I think some of my bones went I don't know how to say. So I started to worry a lot, because it's a dangerous position. I don't know what made me do that, but because I also stretch a lot myself, but this position was incorrectly, so maybe you're not in. So I told this to my parents and my family. I'm the type of person that says, please, we need to stretch our body, or like, don't do this with your neck. Or even I told my brother that be careful when you play football because you can hurt your bones and things like that. So to them it was like, you did this, like, how could you do this, like, to yourself, like, how is that possible? Because they know that I'm so careful, but I also know that I get sick a lot of times. For example, of my eyes and my ears. I told them that I was bleeding one time when I was a kid, and my foot, and many things in my mouth. I told you that I get sick sometimes. So even now I know that in the future, like the next year, like the next month, or like the next week, I will be sick again of some other thing, or like I will hurt myself. I don't know if I know that it's because I'm weak, and I also know because I do some dumb things. That's why I wanted to express all this, or like tell you all this, because it makes me feel like I'm telling everyone, don't do this like me, or like, this is how I feel. Maybe it's not helping you, but it's helping me to feel less stressed. So that's why I hurt my hand. So when I was sleeping, I was putting I was on my bed like this, because this bone hurt a lot in my hand. But now it doesn't hurt. It's been a month, but it still hurts sometimes. For example, when I'm doing some things with my hands, it's so frustrating. I don't know, because I have stomach problems. I told you this, and I can move a lot. I can't dance like I used to do, like learn choreographies in that the choreographies that I like to dance and learn. So I thought maybe I can dance. I know that I can dance with my hands and do things. And, I love to move my hands. So now I can't do it because I hurt my hand, my arm. And when I move it a lot, my shoulder starts to hurt a lot. And I have already searched on the internet, and many info in English helped me a lot to realize that it's not dangerous. Sometimes I still don't know it, but they say that if it doesn't hurt a lot, or like sometimes it often happens to people. So that made me feel like relieved. I don't know, like not to worry a lot. And now I know that the pain it will disappear with time, But I also get sad, and like I starting to worry because it hurts. I can't move my hand. Even I use this shirt like to not move my hand, because when this happens to you, you have to put your hand like this. Everything was fine. Like I just have to sleep like this, and it's weird because before I used to be more depressed, and like I started to be sad about some things that I know not that it was not like so. Now even that though I'm hurt, or like I'm sick of my stomach, I feel like I'm getting every time more and more happy, because I'm starting to learn and realize that we have to be happy and try to stay healthy. But even though I'm not healthy, but I also know that this is helping me to improve like my mentality health, because I'm more happy now, and I'm more positive. And when this happened to my arm, I thought, so it's okay, don't worry, we are learning the languages. And I record 100 stories that I made about vocabularies, and I just finished them, and I started to end. I broke my arm. So I thought maybe it was okay, like you now just have to watch the videos and like listen to them and memorize those stories. And so I started to do that. I was sleeping hurt a little bit, but I was watching on my bed some videos, and then one night my cell phone fell off my bed, and it broke. Another thing happened to me, and it broke, and I thought, don't worry, and I didn't get sad because I'm more worried about my arm, and that's why I'm telling you this, that if it was maybe 10 years ago, I would start like to get angry with my parents and my family and myself, and but now I just thought that it's okay, your cell phone is still working, like it's just a screen broken, we can fix it, and after when this happened, some people in my family didn't know this because I had my arm like this sometimes, but I know that it's not broken, but it hurts, and they gave me money, so they said you can buy the things you want, and I'm saving this money, and I'm really thinking to use it to check in the future, like how if my bones are like in the right place, because this one it's a little bit different from this, but it's not like so, like I can't see it. Sometimes I even think that it's in my mind, and bones are like this. Sometimes this side it's a little bit bigger in this side, but I'm thinking all this, like I should check in the future. And I also know that it's because I started to get stressed, and I get worried a lot of the time, so that's why maybe it's my mind that the one that it makes me think that I'm hurt, like I can't move my head, because I can move it, but it has started to hurt, but not a lot. So maybe I'm like getting healthy, but sometimes I think that. So the good thing about all this is that this made me learn Russian so fast. I think it was 3 months or like 2 months. I'm not saying that I have a level like so high level. I don't know how to A1, I think, but it's the first level, and I'm starting to understand many words, like I know some verbs, and with these stories I can remember like the word. So it's like at the end, I know the numbers, the colors, days of the week, and many words. And when I watch videos and movies, I understand a lot. Or like when so I'm on the story 15, I think, the 40, 43 or 45, and I still have 15 stories to finish to learn English. I want to go to the doctor, to check if my ears and my eyes are okay, because sometimes it hurts. But I can spend a lot of money because I get sick all the time, and so I even know that it's just because I'm a person that gets worried a lot, and because I have stress. Maybe it's my stress that it's making me think all this. And even I saw a video, I think, in people saying that this type of person like me that gets sick all the time should live in the hospitals, and even the doctors know them because everyone in the hospital knows them because they go every day. Or like those funny things that people say, I don't know. So I hope if you get sick like me, I hope you can relate to my story, and we should be more careful. Maybe our body is weak, and let's not get angry, and let's try to see the positive things, and not just the bad side, because there's always a positive thing that comes out of all these things. So I hope you understand this. I hope you like my video, and I will make another video in the future. I hope that it's not about I'm getting hurt in other way, because my channel will end up like the about videos that how I get old every week or like everything. Just kidding. So I hope you like my video, and I hope that you learn some things, like the things you should not do like me. So thank you. That's it. Bye.